You know what I would like to see on YouTube or just in general is black men and black women praising each other's beauty, each other's character instead of tearing each other down. The reason why I bring this up is because the other day me and my brother was at the mall, and we noticed that the white guys were pushed up on sisters, and I ain't talking about fair skin or what you consider light skinned sisters. I'm talking about dark skinned sisters, thick sisters, fine, beautiful sisters. And my brother said, "What the fuck is going on here? It's like we in Bizarro land." I'm like, "Yeah, it seems that way." And what happened is, I know that the white women, they resented that. They would stare, they would mumble, they would just roll their eyes. And then if a black man walked past them, some of them would try to holler at them, but usually it's out of just trying to get a reaction of the white counterparts. And me and my brother was laughing. My brother said, "What if one of the white women came up to you and says," I said, "Man, they can keep going. I don't want. I got a woman, you know." And even if I didn't, I don't want to mess with them like that because they only act out of frustration and anger. And I said they've been doing this shit since slavery. A white man have always lusted after the black woman. If you think I'm exaggerating, why do you think that white men and white women try to copy our appearance, our culture? I know that blacks out there saying, "We don't have a culture." Oh, yes, we do. It's mass marketed every day. Unfortunately, they've inflated the negative aspects of that culture, but nonetheless, we have a culture. If I'm not mistaken, in Tokyo, there are Asian counterparts who are already of color, seek more color. I think there's a video on YouTube. I can't remember what the name was, where they got Asian men and Asian women going to get suntans or actually injecting a chemical to make their skin darker and dress in the way they assume that all black Americans dress. But yet, we're told that something about black beauty is ugly. I mean, it's stuck at the Fine Sisters. What's that movie they got coming out with Steve Harvey, based off his book? Look, all them sisters in that promo. Fine, beautiful black women, and there's some nice brothers in that movie as well. But you don't see Hollywood when they describe it. They don't say the vivacious Gabrielle Union or the vivacious what's her name? Forget the sister name. The show just played in cameo and no, Megan Good. Excuse me. They don't describe our sisters like that. They don't describe as the sexiest man alive, such and such black man. You know what I mean? They don't do that because they want to put this in your head that it's something ugly about our skin. It's something ugly about us. You think I'm exaggerating? I'll give you an example. Have you noticed those quote unquote curvy white women? How when white man's figure they get a little too curvy, what do? They slink their ass into our community or they push up against us. You know what I'm talking about, brothers. And they give the illusion that somehow black men is chasing after women the other way around. Man, there's been times I've been at gas stations. White women who are not really curvy, but just got wide hips or just fat, want to push up against me. I'm saying to myself, why in the fuck do white women think that black men want fat women? Well, aren't black women fat? No, there's some black women who are overweight. Yeah, I'll give you that. But for the most part, those sisters got something going on. And those sisters better. They carry themselves better. And, like I said, I want to see videos of us, or see commentary that shows us respecting one another instead of us tearing each other down. A lot of us fell in that trap of black men versus black women versus black men, and people eat that shit up, and people enjoy that shit. This is why when you see videos like that one, what's that guy that got attacked in McDonald's by those two black women, people love that shit. And what do? They ran to the women who attacked the guy in defense. And they want to turn that into a gender thing. Then they want to turn it into a gay thing because the two women in question were gay. See, you got to understand the tricks, man. You got to understand what they're doing. What scares them is a black man and a black woman getting together and just loving each other, having fun with each other. I mean, ain't nothing like looking at a black woman, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong. I've seen other women that I found attractive, but I'm always have to go back to the sisters. Because every other woman is emulating what a black woman has. But that's the irony. You got black women out here emulating white, what they consider to be white or other ethnic features. That's why I can't get down with a sister with all these fucking lace wigs or putting all this dye and shit in their hair. I can understand if your hair was going gray. I can understand if your hair was falling out. I can understand if something happened to you and you had to wear those things. I get it. I understand that. But just doing it just to emulate what a white woman is or approximate it, it doesn't turn me on. And it doesn't turn a lot of brothers on. And those brothers that does turn on, they got issues. Same thing for black women want to go after a certain type of black man with a certain type of hair texture, type of skin tone, or facial features. We gotta promote black love. We gotta promote black beauty, because I'm telling you right now, we're slowly killing ourselves by deflecting to other, or giving other people false praise or praise. Excuse me. I mean, I want to see those videos. I want to see those images. I want to see people talk about that. I don't want to hear the negative story, because it got to be some positive story. And even though all through the negative crap I've been through with some sisters, there's always been that one sister, whether we just been friends, acquaintances, that always made me say, you know what, I can't give up on them. I won't give up on them. And sisters, I know y'all got black men in y'all life, or throughout your life, that you've come across that have been kind to you, have never pushed up on you, disrespect you. Now, don't get me wrong, we all have our bad relationships. Lord knows I've had mine. But I would never take those bad relationships and apply them to another woman, because she doesn't deserve that. Now, there's certain things you look for in a woman. There's certain things that you don't want to see repeated. I get that. That's just being cautious. That's just being observant. But when you sit back and allow somebody else tell you that it's not normal to see a married couple, because I've heard that before. I've heard white people treat us, look at us like zoo animals. Y'all remember when President Obama and Michelle Obama, the first lady, was dancing when there was inauguration at ball, and how people was describing her. Look at him. Just look how he's looking at her. Look how they dance. I mean, I felt like I was watching some PBS animal special, because the way they was describing how these two react, like that's not normal. Hell, I used to watch my mother and father dance. I thought it was the cutest thing. And maybe as a guy, I shouldn't be saying cute. It was nice. But anyways, it was the nicest thing to see two adults love each other. Now, my mom, she was bashful, but my father nonetheless showed her he loved her. Did they have their rough patches? That's what's going to happen when you're in a long-term relationship. But nonetheless, they was together 30 years. 30 years. If my mother was still alive today, they probably still been together. It would have been 37 years. That's a long time to be with somebody. Warts and all. And there are brothers and sisters out there who are not married who make it work. But don't let the people with the negative mindset or the bad experiences rain on your parade. Don't let somebody outside the community tell you what's the norm and what's not the norm. Brothers and sisters, we gotta start to love and respect each other, because nobody else is going to do it. In a time we should start this mindset right now. I mean, I don't know how else I can put it, how else other people can put it, but we gotta love each other. We gotta understand that we're our own friends. We're the only friends that we have. Everybody else is out to get us. Everybody's out to displace us.